Welcome, everybody. The Fibre Friends Podcast is back. I am so excited to be here telling you that we are going to have new episodes for you every other weekend. We do have some changes, though. I know probably most of you saw Adrienne's update that she did back in the summertime. She is not going to be coming back and joining the Fibre Friends Podcast. Just her work schedule is just getting crazy busy for her, but she is doing podcasts still. She's doing her own podcast at Trillicraft. And I'll put a link up here. So if you haven't already gone over and subscribed to her channel and been keeping up with what she's been knitting, you might as well run over there and check out and see what she's been doing, because you guys all know Adrienne is still the queen of beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous sock yarn. So go see what she's been purchasing and check out what she's got on her needles, because I know she has a lot. So, and as you can tell here, I'm by myself. Caroline is not here, but don't worry. She will be joining us in future episodes. But she as well is just really crazy busy with work. It's the holiday season, and she launched her 2020 holiday bag collection, and it was a huge success, which of course surprises nobody. So she is just busy sewing every day. Now, she as well has been doing daily craft chats. So I'm sure that you have been keeping up with her over on her channel, Off the Grid Needlearts. I'll put a link up here in case you are one of the very few people that didn't know that she does her own podcasting. You can go check her out over there. Now, I know she has taken a break for the last week from her daily crafty chats, just because she's putting all of her time and energy into sewing and getting your orders out so that you receive them as soon as possible. So that is why she's not with us, but she will be back for future episodes. But don't worry, this episode is not just going to be me sitting here chatting, because if you want to see me just sit and chat about my own knitting adventures, you can find me on my channel at Wildflower Wool, where I am there every week showing you new starts and updates on the week before's knitting and all kinds of fun stuff. But I have a surprise for everybody. We have a new Fibre Friend co-host joining us today. So I am super excited to introduce you to our new Fibre Friend. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome to the Fibre Friends Podcast. I am so excited that you are going to be co-hosting with Caroline and I.
I'm so excited too.
Yay.
This is going to be fun.
It is going to be so much fun. So everybody, you probably not recognize, because I've never seen you, but they probably have seen your comments on the Friday night, the Fibre Friends Friday night knitting, because you're kind of between stitching and knitting. You're over there on the Fibre Friends some nights. So people,
I joined you a couple of times too for the Friday night lives when we were off at shows.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so people have seen you, because when we were in Fenland Falls, the Kawartha Fibre Festival, we went around and we did the live Friday night together. So that's right. So people, you're going to be like a friendly face that people remember from from some of our live Friday nights. That's right. So that's exciting. So Cheryl, so you're a knitter, you're a cross stitcher, and
thanks to Caroline.
I know she enabled you, didn't she?
She did, big time.
I wonder how many people she has got back into stitching. Like, I think it's a lot, right?
Probably.
Because I think on her Friday Off the Grid, I've seen other people say the same thing, that they've been watching all the fun pieces that she's been doing.
Yeah, and it was the stitch with me's. It's like, oh, I want to do that.
Well, that's good. And you've been stitching a lot. Like, when you got back into it, you really got back into it.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I need to do that. I want to stitch. I want to stitch. I don't know. I just never seem to have time to actually do it.
Because you want to do the other things too.
I know. I want to do it all. That's my problem. Okay. So to everybody, did I say that so you're a bag maker too?
Yep.
And lots of people have seen my cat bag, because I use it for quite a few projects. So this is one of Cheryl's fantastic creations.
Woo-hoo.
I feel like Vanna White or something. I don't know if I'd be a good model. Oh, should I show the inside of the bag? Oh,
It's not that exciting inside.
But it's nice and light. You know, that was one thing I never thought about until I heard Caroline talking about her bags. Is that about putting a light lining in so you can see what's inside?
Yeah.
Because I would have thought, like, we're looking at this bag, my thought would have been like, ooh, put like a nice, like, contrasting, like, black in there. But yeah, see, it shows how little I know about.
Yeah, I give options. Some people like light, some people don't care, some people like dark. Yeah,
Really? So people can choose?
yep. On some of them, trying to decide. Oh, I don't have one here.
That's exciting. I know this, I learned so much from listening to Caroline talk about her bags. Oh, and you were talking the other night about this is like a boxed corner.
Yeah.
Is it? Look at that.
No,
I sound so smart and I really have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. So hey, so Cheryl, should we tell the story? Like we've known each other for a long time. Well, kind of
yeah.
known each other for like a really long time, right? So should we go all the way back to high school days?
Well, I think it's kind of funny because a couple of years ago, I had a customer who bought a bag from me and it got lost in the mail. And this customer was just from London, half hour away from my home. And so I told her I would, insurance the whole bit. So I just said, I'll make you another bag. And she said, great, I'm heading up that way. I'll pick it up. So she came to my house and she came in to get the bag and we got talking and she was with some friends in the car. They were out in the laneway and she happened to mention you. And I was like, oh, I know her.
I know because I know the person who bought the bag is my best friend.
Yeah.
And
So very small world. And she
I
had said,
know.
well, come to knit night. So I went to knit night and kind of the rest is history, but we went to high school together.
I
So
know. Isn't that crazy? It's like the universe, like how it works in such funny ways, right? It's
yeah.
yeah, I know. And all those years, and I can go even back a little bit farther than a couple of years ago. Now I don't, you might remember this. You and Debbie Zeraldo from Zeraldo Alpacas did was it a school fundraiser or something?
At the public school here.
Yes.
Yeah. It
And
was
because,
well, it was the Christmas bazaar or whatever, I think.
okay. Because Debbie and I always get together. Well, obviously we didn't this year, but every Mother's Day weekend, we've just picked Mother's Day weekend for I don't know how many years. 5 years maybe, I don't know, somewhere give or take there, to do natural dyeing. So one of those years that we were doing the dyeing, she said to me, she's like, I met the loveliest woman, and she's like, and she said, yeah, she said, I don't know if she said that you knew me, or as soon as she said your name, I'm like, I know her. We went to high school together. And she said, oh, she's just the loveliest girl, and she does this beautiful sewing. And it's like the universe has been like trying to connect us all
Yeah.
this time, right?
Yeah. And who would have known we had so much in common back then, right?
I know, because we were like, I mean, we went to high school together, but we weren't friends back then.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
even
but
sure.
we did have friends in common.
Yes, we did. So, and yeah, and I mean, it was such a small high school. Everybody knows everybody or knows everybody's name, right? And but yeah, I know. All those years we could have been knitting in high school together.
I know.
But I did. But I actually didn't really knit in high school back then. I
I
was,
did.
You were?
I knit a boyfriend a sweater.
So was the boyfriend curse a true thing?
It might be.
I know.
Be.
I still stand by that it is. Oh my gosh. Well, I was trying to learn, but see, it was the whole left-handed thing for me that I was still I have fond memories of going to Mary Lou's house and she finally getting me to knit.
She was a knitter too? Wow.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. It was like we were all like, I know, because I guess when you're in high school, it's not really kind of the cool thing to.
Because it wasn't cool, right?
That's right. I know. Oh, I know. Anyway, so yeah, so then Dora Lynn invited you to come to knit night at Knit Stitch.
Yeah.
And you did. And you're right. The rest is history because we've been knitting every week since then together, either in person or virtual. And how long has that been? Has that been like 2 years or longer?
It's been at least 2 years.
Yeah. Crazy how time flies.
Yeah.
Look at this. And now you are an official member of the Fibre Friends group, which I'm so excited. So excited for. So I will put a link, I don't know, wherever the link goes. I know. I never know where it goes. I'll put it somewhere on the screen so you guys can find Cheryl. So at My Needle Crafts, and you have an Etsy shop as well, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, myneedlecrafts.com is my website.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So you have a website?
Yeah.
But what's the best way for people to find you then? Go to your website or go through Etsy?
I prefer my website.
Okay. Well, then we'll put that on.
Yeah.
Here. All right. Fantastic. So, okay. So we always start with finishes. It seems so long since we've done an actual formal podcast because I guess it has been a long time. Time flies.
Yes,
So,
I anxiously awaited them every time.
well, now you get a sneak preview to what's coming up since you're in it now. But you've always wanted to do, because I know lots of times like at knit nights when we've been chatting, you've always said you wanted to do your own podcast, right?
Yeah, I've been talking about it for like 3 years.
So maybe this will, maybe you'll branch off and do your own one too.
Thanks for the kick in the pants.
Well, sometimes it's always the hardest. Getting started is always the hardest part, I always think.
Yeah.
So now here's your little start. Okay, so what have you finished lately?
The only thing I have finished is a pair of socks.
All right, let's see them.
So these are my Halloween socks for this year.
Oh my gosh, look at the bag.
Guess whose bag? Caroline.
Did you make Halloween bags this year?
I did a couple, yeah. I think, yeah. No, they were just like reincarnations from last year.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. So these are, I do my socks the same every time. I'm a toe up, 2 at a time magic loop knitter. And these ones I think are the vanilla latte.
Oh, that's pretty.
So with an afterthought cut in heel.
Lovely. Do you do your heels like that every single time?
Every single time.
Okay, I have to ask you. Have you done a heel flap and gusset?
Yeah, years ago I used to do them all that way.
Okay. So why did you change?
I don't know. I feel like it takes longer. Too much to remember. I don't even have to. This is just in my head, which I'm sure your way is too, but yeah. I don't know.
So maybe that's the thing, right? Your favorite heel, or everybody's favorite heel, is what they can remember. What's the easiest?
I think I always just like the way these look too.
I
don't know why.
But. Yeah, I mean the heel flap definitely doesn't look like your traditional. Well, maybe not traditional. Maybe it is a traditional, but it's not like a store-bought heel sock. I think that's my daughter's problem too. I think that's why the last pair of socks I did for her, I tried doing that in very interesting. What is it? What is that? The tomato heel flap? What is that called?
Isabel, I don't remember.
I just totally lost the name for that. Anyways, I tried doing that, but it didn't really fit her that well.
Mm.
But
I
anyway.
know my mom's had to try a few different ones to get a good fit because she has a high, I guess is that
Yeah,
your art
a new
step?
step.
Your heel to the front of your foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I do mine, I do like either 2 or 3 rounds of plain knitting before I start the decreases just to get the extra little bit of room.
Right.
Yeah. So this yarn, it was a gift. Fairy Dye Studio. I'm pretty sure she's still dying, but I'm not 100% sure. It's called Pumpkin Massacre.
I like the name. The color, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
So
is she Canadian or
yes, she's out in the prairies.
okay. That's lovely. And that was a gift?
I want to say Alberta. Yeah, a friend of mine gifted me this yarn. So I got enough left over maybe for some shorties, maybe with some black or something. I don't know. I have a friend that likes shorty socks. So now after I make me a pair, I make her a pair.
So you guys always have matching socks?
Yeah.
I love it. So do you ever make shirties for you?
I have a couple, but I don't like them. I find they just always fall down at the back.
Mm.
And I like to keep my ankles warm. So
It's kind of
I don't know why.
it's kind of like fingerless gloves versus mittens.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I knit myself one summer pair of shorty socks out of like a cotton blend. But yeah, if I'm gonna knit socks, I want a whole leg.
Yeah. And I always make my leg as long as the length of my foot. So when I fold them in half, they're the same length.
There you go. So you got it down to a science.
It is. Yeah.
Do you knit socks for your kids?
No.
Have you ever like do they want them? Do they ever request them?
One doesn't have any interest. The other one asked for them. I think I knit her one pair of socks a few years back, and then when she was littler, they don't fit her anymore at all because her feet are as big as mine. And then while I was knitting these orange ones, she's like, "Oh, I love that. Can I have those ones?" And I'm like, "Nope, this yarn was a gift. I have to keep it for myself." So it was a good thing I had an excuse not to, because I didn't want to give them to her.
Well, I can see that. Does she have any interest in learning to knit?
She knows how to knit. Yeah, that one knows how to knit.
Maybe Santa should bring her some sock yarn.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think she cares to do it, but she knows how to, and maybe someday she'll do it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
See, she's in high school and she doesn't want to knit either.
That's right. More important things.
More important things. I know. In hindsight, though, boy, that would have been a better use of our time in high school than some of the other things we were doing.
Yeah. So what do you have for a finish?
Oh
Anything?
my gosh. Well, I pulled out, I've been knitting sweaters.
I know.
I actually have a lot of finishes since we actually did an actual Fibre Friends podcast. So I pulled up this sweater too. So this is the same yarn. So both of these are the Karen cakes. These were those super humongous balls. So this is the cardigan version.
Nice.
Yeah, I like
And
this.
did you button it or just leave it open?
Oh, just leave it open. I never put buttons on because I very rarely ever, even if I do have buttons, I never do them up.
No, I'm an on and off all day long kind of sweater wear, sorry.
Yeah. And and I did this one as a pullover and I know I did it as a pullover just because I wanted to play around with the pattern, but I don't wear pullovers. I always wear cardigans. So I should never really knit another pullover because yeah, I'm the same, right? I want it to be cool. I don't want it to be so super, super hot.
And if you get warm, you can just open it.
Exactly. Instead of like Yeah, pulling it up and down, that just seems like a lot of work. So what else? I just grabbed dishcloths because,
Did you finish the one that you've been working on, the red one?
yes, I did. Yep. I've been getting lots of dishcloths done. And then I just pulled this one out. This is the other Karen cake. This was the latte cake.
Oh yeah, that's the nice fluffy stuff.
I know, and it's so nice and soft. And this didn't even take a whole ball. Mind you, I would probably do it a little wider next time, but
Mm-hmm.
even still, one ball, you'd have lots and lots of yarn. And I made some hats. Remember these ones? Did you see these ones?
Yes, I like those.
I really like these ones too. So,
That looks
yeah,
super warm, nice and dense.
very. And especially this one is really dense. One I did a lot tighter than the other one. But yeah, no
Yeah,
wind's gonna go through.
now is that your simple pattern, hat
Yeah.
pattern, or?
Yeah. Well, pretty much, yeah. My super simple hat pattern.
Yeah, that looks good. A little
Yeah.
bit of slash.
Yep, just a little bit, and it feels nice and warm. Yeah, I could like deck myself all out here. This is my problem though. Well, see, this is all gift things.
Yeah.
But even when I knit for myself, I never make things that match.
Well, that's what fun is that?
I know. That's what I think when I'm buying the yarn and when I'm casting on and knitting. I'm like, oh, this looks good. I'll just knit with this until I go to get dressed in the morning to leave the house. And then I'm like, what am I thinking? Why don't I ever knit anything that matches? It looks like
You look very cozy.
it is feeling warm. Be set when it ever decides to snow again.
Now you just need some fingerless mitts, like in pink or something.
Pink. Okay, well then that leads. I am knitting with pink though. Oh, it fell on the floor. My seeds. It's going to be a cowl.
Oh, that's coming along really good.
I know. Well, you know what? I actually sat and knit on it last night. It's amazing when you actually sit and spend some time working on it.
I
But
know.
this is what I keep doing though. I'll knit a row or two and then I fold it in half and I'm like, nope, too skinny.
I haven't done any knitting in the last week or two because, well, other than when we had knit night, I knit on my socks for a bit, but I've been cross-stitching all the Christmas things right now. So I'm addicted.
So are they ornaments?
Yes.
Will they actually go on the tree?
Well, two of them will.
Yeah.
Three of them will. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is a little bigger. It's just probably just a, decoration. It's
So
going to be 5 or 6 inches square, I think.
oh, fun.
So
I know. I'm getting, well, Christmas knitting, right? That's all of a sudden now that I've come to the realization that we're 5 weeks away from Christmas?
that's what I'm working on right now is Christmas knitting.
Yes.
Pair of socks. I have to get.
It has to be done for Christmas?
Yes, I decided.
Oh, okay. So which ones are they? Like you've got them cast on?
Oh yeah, the blue ones. My little zigzag stitches bag is so cute.
She's got, look at that. Oh, that's cute. That's got
It's
like
got
what
hats
hat?
and mitts and socks. It's just a little wee drawstring bag. It's so cute.
Perfect. So it's just a perfect sock size bag.
Well, yeah, it's a little smaller than mine, but it works. It was their anniversary, so support other makers.
Exactly.
So these are a bamboo. I think I have a label in here somewhere. So these are from Diversions. who are out of Mississauga. And yeah, it's a bamboo sock, so it's 93% bamboo, 7% lycra. And it's the first time I've ever knit with this. So my friend had bought this and asked me to knit socks for her like 2 years ago. So I decided I best get them done. So I'll have them done and give them to her for Christmas.
I don't know. 2 years seems like an adequate waiting
So
period.
they're very stretchy.
So is that the bamboo that's stretchy or just the lycra?
I think they'll like her. Because that's what's like in bathing suits, right? Like,
Right.
so yeah, the yarn, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll hold it over my black shirt.
Whoa.
It's very stretchy. So it's interesting to knit with, but my, I don't know if it like shrinks up a little bit while you're knitting it or what, but it's fairly dense. And even when you stretch it out, it's still fairly dense. And I'm just using my regular 2¼ millimeter 2.25s.
Yep. So it doesn't have that much stretch then once it's knit.
Well, they're pretty stretchy.
They still are stretchy. Okay.
More widthwise than lengthwise, but so I won't give it any extra in the length, that's for sure.
No, because you're gonna stretch.
She wears the same size as me. She has a little bit thicker foot though, so she'll work out pretty good. So
Fun.
that's what I've been knitting on. The blue jean colorway.
It's really pretty.
It is very pretty. And the bamboo is like shiny. So it's just, yeah, they're very cool.
I like it. So does she know that you've actually cast them on now for her?
No. That's why I'm gonna give them to her for Christmas.
Oh, that's exciting.
Not that she didn't buy the yarn, but you know, I made them for her.
That's exciting. So she's probably not even expecting it at all.
She thinks I forgot all about them.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So any other Christmas knits then?
No, well, I got one other pair of socks, and this is like I was talking about before, my leftovers from my last pair of For Me socks.
Yeah.
So these are going to be shorties for my friend with a red heel.
Those are cute. So do they have like a little black speck going down the center?
It's like, yeah.
That's
so it kind of stripes red and black on the stripe.
Oh,
and
it
then
does.
the white has like kind of spots. I don't even know how to explain it.
It's really fun.
I lost the tag. Maybe it's in the middle. Yep. So this is Indigo Dragonfly. They're just regular superwash merino and nylon. And this was for the 2019. It was a, oh, my brain is not working. A fundraiser for a bike rally in 2019. It's called Skid Vicious.
Oh, was that part of like what the yarn harlot?
I don't know. Could be.
Did she? Because I was saying, because the yarn harlot always does a bike ride. Oh, tip it down again. There. Oh, and hold it down a smidge. There. Platypus sock?
Yeah, it says down at the bottom the name.
Okay. Oh, there. Okay, I can just, it's not really focusing that well.
Sorry.
That's all
My
right.
hand's probably shaking.
Yeah, that's okay. I have never knit with her yarn. Hmm. And she's a local dyer because isn't she like she's from around Toronto area, isn't she?
I think so. She goes to all the local shows like
Yeah.
Hitchhiker, and they probably the same person gifted me this yarn as the other yarn, so it was probably bought at Woodstock Fleece Festival. This is my summer bag.
Oh my God. I love that bag.
That's one of my sock bags in my shop. Not this fabric,
Yeah.
but with the divider for
Yeah.
doing socks 2 at a time.
I love that. And this drawstring.
Yep.
I have a love of drawstring bags. I don't know.
I like them too. They're my most favorite is drawstring. I don't know why, but it tends to be.
It never gets old for me when you zip,
No.
like, well, you don't zip it, you pull it. Little things for me make me happy, and drawstring bags do it for me. I don't know.
What else do you got? Are you working on anything else?
Well, I'm desperately trying to finish this because I want this. Well, this is going to go in my, well, this is going to be a Christmas present. It's going to go in my Christmas box, I guess, but I kind of know who I want to give it to. So I spent some time this morning. Do you tell me, do you ever do this? Like I measured, I timed myself last night knitting 4 rows. So I know it was taking me, and then I divided it down. So it's like 2.5 minutes a row. And I was like knitting really slow. And then I measured the whole thing. And so like I was trying to figure out how many more inches I had to do times the amount it takes me to knit per row. So it would take me, X number of minutes or whatever to finish it. Because I don't know, somehow that makes me feel like I'm getting closer or something. So I think I can get this done probably one Christmas movie, and I'll be getting really close to having it done.
That's all right.
Yeah. So hopefully tonight.
There you go. Wait, how long it takes to make socks? How many movies do you have to watch to finish a pair of socks?
That's right. That's a good question. Oh, I have to figure that out. How many Christmas movies does it take to knit a pair of socks?
I think if I worked on a pair of socks every single evening, while, watching TV for 2 or 3 hours, it'd probably take me like 2 weeks to make a pair of socks. If I only worked on the socks.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I figure, a sock a week by doing that, a few hours, sit in the evening after work and knit. I know some people can get a pair done in a week.
Oh, no, not me.
But no. I think that would be, you'd have to knit all day.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I do want to do some Christmas socks, so maybe I will have to actually kind of time it out. I never have.
Well, we get in the Christmas spirit, and then it's like, oh, I can make all the things, and there's no time left.
I know. That's right. Well, you know what? On the Fibre Friends Friday night video last night, that's exactly what I was saying about how I'm always behind on my Christmas knitting. And I know I should start earlier, but I like to start. Oh, sorry, I had a weird noise outside the window. But I like to start it when it's Christmas time, like when there's a chance of snow falling and the music's on the radio and the Christmas movies are on. But then then you run out of time and there's not enough weeks left to get everything done. So some very smart person said to me, they're like, Louise, then why don't you take like these 6 weeks now that it's Christmas season and start knitting for next Christmas?
Well, I was just going to say that. You could just keep knitting them and then they'll be done for next year.
I know. So that was a good idea. So maybe I'll have to do that. Or maybe I'll just have to get my act together and just actually knit stuff all year long. Not get distracted by pretty yarn. Stay focused.
Good luck with that.
I know. Give me my 2021 goal Stay focused. Stay focused. Knit one thing at a time. Nah. Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, what else do I have? Oh, you know what I can show you?
We got
I pulled, just dropped my phone on the floor. Oh,
oh,
well. Oh. My sweater. So one of my goals for this year was to always have a sweater on the needles.
yeah.
And I have so far.
When did you start this one? I don't recall seeing this one.
I started this one maybe 3 weeks ago. It was one of my New Start Mondays. And I didn't bring the book. I actually bought the book. This was one that I've been getting the book out of the library over and over and over. And I was starting to feel bad that nobody else was going to get it out of the library because I kept getting it.
So you're following a pattern?
Yes, this one I'm following a pattern.
Wow.
So I went and I bought the book. And it's a top-down cardigan. So the book says it's about knitting sweaters in 2 weeks. And I did not get this done in 2 weeks, but I have divided for the armholes. But now it's kind of got put on hold because I want to do Christmas stuff.
Yeah. So is it like a raglan?
Yes. Right there.
Nice.
Yeah, looks very pretty.
Is
But
it,
I haven't really knit on it the last couple of weeks.
what is the color? Is it blue or is it black?
It's more of a black. It's patent
Okay.
classic wool,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's mercury. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a gray black color. And I'm using square needles.
Oh, how do you like those?
They're fine. They're fine. They feel a little different, like when you go to put your needle in the stitch and they rub against each other. Like you can kind of feel that edge on them, but I like them.
Interesting. I've never tried them.
I kind of forgot I even had them. I bought them. I don't know, at a fiber festival at some point,
Uh,
and then they just got stuck away. But I needed
that's
this
quite
size
a
needle.
surprise.
I know. I know. Oh, there's something else in this bag. So yeah, and I forget what the benefit. I don't know what all the hype was about square needles. They were supposed to do something. I don't know if it was supposed to be like easier on your hands.
Something to do with hand fatigue or something, maybe.
I think something like that, but I don't know. Okay, so this mess,
Hat.
it's supposed to be the start of a cowl.
Oh, okay. I guess it looks a little big for a hat, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. I can't even tell you how many stitches I have on here right now. But yeah, it should be a little bit bigger than a hat. And it's supposed to be color work.
It's a pretty color. Classic wool too.
Yeah. Second color.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's a navy.
Yep.
And I only have this bit, so I'm hope that should work fine.
Is that a silvery gray color or is that a light blue?
It's like a light blue, kind of like an ice blue.
Sometimes it's hard to tell on the screen. So.
I know it does look kind of gray on the screen.
I was thinking blue first, so I was good.
I have no ball bands. But this is my pat. I have yarn stuck to the sticky part. Okay, which way? I think it goes this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I just have like a little arrowy. I thought it looked kind of like a Christmas tree. I guess if you turned it this way.
Yep.
So that's what that's going to be. Someday. Maybe next year's Christmas present.
Maybe.
Probably won't take me long to do it if I just, do it.
Probably not.
Yeah. So are you working on anything else other than your socks, or that's?
I have a Hitchhiker I started a while ago.
Oh, oh,
Another one
oh
I
my
can't. Her bags are so squishy.
She does have squishy bags.
She does. This is all that I have done.
Look at that color. Oh my God. I love hitchhikers.
This is my first.
Oh, really? Oh, look at that color.
Yeah, it's really like deep, purpley and like greens, and it kind of where they mix, it's a bit of a brown color.
Oh, so nice.
It's just a Malabrigo.
Just.
Just a Malabrigo.
Oh, no wonder it looks so beautiful.
Color 854.
854.
Yeah. And this
That
is just a sock. I don't know, just says sock.
it's
Kettle dyed, pure superwash merino wool. So
is
my
that
very first hitchhiker that I started, and that's how far
that makes me so happy. Are you loving it?
I got. I haven't got to where I can do it without reading the pattern, so I wasn't quite loving it yet.
You know, I always had to keep track on my pattern. I know
Yeah.
some people say they can, but
And I find it hard to read and I can read knitting really well. It's not that I can't read my knitting, but when I look at it, I can't tell because it's garter stitch. I have trouble with garter stitch
yeah.
on the ends, the bumps. I don't know how many, I don't know. It's like, is that 2 rows or is that, whatever. So I just make little ticks on a notepad so I remember how many I've done
Yeah.
every 6 or 7 rows or whatever the heck it is. Yeah,
I,
that's it. That's all I got.
oh, socks and a hitchhiker.
Yeah,
What else do you need?
that's
That's
right.
great.
I need a sweater.
Well, yeah, you do.
I have one coming.
Let's see.
So this is my yarn.
Oh my God, Cheryl. I love those colors.
This is the main color, and these are my color work.
Oh,
So I'm going to do the throwback cardigan, which I think you pulled up a picture of that.
I did, but I tossed my phone on the floor. Do you want to hold on and I'll grab my phone?
Sure.
Yeah, the throwback.
So this was supposed to be my start this fall, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going, it's in my queue to do as well.
Yeah.
But I don't even have the yarn yet for it. So you're one step ahead of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
This goldy yellow isn't really my color, but I think in the color work it's gonna look good.
There it is.
Yeah.
So it's an Andrea Mowry.
Yeah. I wanted to do it as close to the model because I think it's just gorgeous.
I do too. And
So
isn't it top down, right?
I believe it is, yes.
Yes.
I believe so. So I'm going to start that over the holidays. I think when all the other stuff is done, I'll start that.
Are you going to do so can you see on there? Can you see? It's got a really deep ribbing.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
I kind of like it.
I do too. I like it, but I don't. When you get, I don't know. I don't know if it'll accentuate the roll around the mid body or not. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, I have to worry about that more than you do. You're right. I hadn't thought about that.
Well, and my thought too is if you wear it open, is it going to pull it apart more at the bottom than the top? Like, would you have to wear it closed all the time to make, I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
however you block it, I guess it would stay open more if you blocked it more stretched out, right?
I think you're thinking too much,
Maybe.
which is maybe not a bad thing. It's probably good to think of all those
Oh,
potential.
and my other thought is too that I'm right on the border of how much yarn I need for the size I chose. And ribbing always takes up more yarn than stocking stitch. So
Well, in that case, since it's knit top down, so then you
then,
can go as far as you want.
yeah,
But well, I mean, but I guess you have to decide that beforehand, don't you?
yeah.
Because you don't want to start your ribbing here because you want the sweater length to be the right length.
I'll probably like do 1 extra inch of stockinette and then switch to the ribbing.
That's a good
Just make it
compromise.
just make it a little wee bit shorter, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I kind of like, because typically I don't like a lot of ribbing because I think it looks like, I think it dates it.
Mm-hmm.
But typically I like just to have the smallest amount of ribbing you can to hold it flat. But
Yeah.
I think because this is so much.
Well, and it looks like it's like a 4x4, 4x2 or something, isn't it? It
Yeah, it
looks,
looks
it's
wide.
flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to start that. I think over the holidays, maybe I'll start it.
So like a Boxing Day cast on. Do you do like a Christmas Day cast on or Christmas Eve cast on, or
Not typically.
just whenever you have some spare time?
Yeah. Because we're usually busy doing stuff
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Not this year.
I know, but you have a house full of kids.
Yeah.
So having all the kids home will still be really fun and festive for you guys.
Yeah.
I maybe I should talk nicely to Santa, and maybe Santa may bring me yarn for a throwback.
Oh. Should write him a letter.
I will have to put in a good word and go see, either direct him to Knit Stitch or to Little Red Mitten and see what he can come up with.
Yeah, I got mine from Suzanne at Knit Stitch. She got it all ready and whatnot for me, and
That's exciting.
now it's just been sitting here for 2 months waiting.
But that's a typical fashion though, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So I've got some yarn I can show you. So I should be knitting this stuff up quick. Well, which one will I show you first? Okay, I'm going to show you this. I did a little shopping.
Wow.
There.
Nice. Timber yarns.
Timber yarns. And look at the colors. I'm like, I love these colors.
And gold, yellows. Nice. Perfect for you. Just your color.
It is. And do you want to know the name of it? I love the name too. Sunflower.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know. Isn't that perfect?
Nice. Just perfect.
But I don't know. When I bought it, I was thinking socks.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't know. Then I got thinking, well, maybe I could do a hat. Do I need a hat? But then I won't have mitts to match.
Are they striping?
Yes, all of hers are self-striping.
I haven't tried their yarn yet.
Ooh.
It has so many nice colors.
She's got really beautiful colors. Okay, no, maybe these will stay socks.
They would look great with your Birkenstocks.
Oh, they would, wouldn't they? Okay, they'll stay as socks then. I should, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I think I would like to cast them on right now, but Christmas. Maybe those will be a mid-January cast on. Sunflowers. In the middle of winter, I'll need to think about sunflowers, right?
Ooh.
I want to make some Christmas. I want to do a couple of little mini stockings.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a drive down to Little Red Mitten a couple Saturdays ago. And I couldn't decide what shade of green I liked best with the red. Usually I like the light, but
Like
then
them both.
I know, I know. Well, obviously I did too. I couldn't decide, so I'm like, just take it all. Decide when I get home.
Yep. I crocheted some little stockings. I don't know how many years ago now. They were so cute.
I'd like them.
You could do like color work and use both greens.
That would solve the problem, wouldn't it?
Sure, why not? You should have got white too.
I know. You know what? When I grabbed it just now to show you, that's exactly. I thought, why didn't I get white? Maybe they didn't have white. I'm thinking maybe they didn't, because the Little Red Mitten's not going to carry this yarn anymore, which is kind of sad. But they're carrying. They have Jameson's and they have Holst, so I'm not sure if those are maybe. But I liked this red the best.
Nice red.
It is nice. And I'm very picky about my reds because I don't really like a lot of red.
Yeah.
But I like this one.
Yeah, it's nice.
I liked it so much
It's
that,
crisp, but not too bright.
yeah. And when I was downstairs going through some of my stash in the basement, I found a skein of this downstairs in a box. But,
Good.
at least I know I like this color, right? So I need to wind these. These would be a good Christmas movie knitting project.
Yeah.
So that's really, and because I haven't really bought a whole lot of yarn lately. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I haven't bought any lately other than I did buy some Croy for just it. Well, my thought was I was going to buy it to make socks for Christmas presents.
Yes.
You have to excuse the dog hair. But then I decided I just like it for myself.
What colorway is that? Is that?
That's this Gentry gray. So it's like a steel gray.
Yes.
I got that. And then I got my dog got one of the balls. The gray marl.
That's pretty.
Oh, and I'm like, now I like them all. So now I want them all for me. I told you I'm a selfish knitter. And then I got this.
Oh, which colorway is that?
70s stripes.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's like an orangey color and then like a kind of goldy brown and a gold and then blues and green.
I think
They totally would look great on my feet.
they would. So who were they supposed to be for?
Nobody in particular. My sister really likes my hand knit socks. She's got a few pairs, and my girlfriend up north, she really likes them. That's the one I make the shorties for. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I think you're keeping them for yourself, aren't you?
So because you know what, I always give away the ones that I don't love, and I'm gonna love these. Yeah.
Well, my theory is they don't know you had originally thought about knitting for them. So
Right. Unless I watch this now.
Oh yeah, then you just outed yourself.
Well, then I can just go buy more, right?
Well, that's right. And those are new colors.
That's right.
Like the 50, you had the 70s. Well, I had an earlier chat with Santa Claus.
Oh.
Yes, because I heard that Santa Claus was making a trip to Lynn's Mills a couple weekends ago.
Oh.
Yes, so I have it under good authority that I may be getting some of the 50s colorway in my stocking.
I never seen any 50s colorway.
Yes. Where did you get yours from Lynn's Mills?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Michael's doesn't have the new colorways of the Croy.
I'm trying to remember if I was in London or if I was in Woodstock. I think I was in London. Yeah.
Were you?
I got them at the
that's what, oops. I almost said, well, that's where I found it, but
well,
I was shopping. I was in Santa Claus mode that day. But I found it there, and I saw the 70s, I saw the 50s, and was there a third one that was there was the 70s? I got the 50s ones because it's kind of like a blue and yellow.
Oh, it was lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I didn't look at the name of it, but
Yeah, because it kind of reminded me of like the well, I was going to say the 70s, but maybe it was the 50s, like the appliances, right? Like the green and yellow bathrooms and stuff.
pastel-y stuff.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I came home with that because I thought it was really pretty. But I like the 70s one too. I had it in my hands too. So we'll have almost matching socks then.
I might have to start some more socks. I'm a very monogamous knitter typically, and right now I just wanted to start all the things.
So what is that because it's like cold and wintry out, or because it's Christmas?
I don't know. I just get in modes where, it's like, oh, knit, 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 knit. Or, then I get tired of it and then it's stitch everything. And right now I just want to do them all.
Yeah.
All of them.
For me, I think it's the Christmas. It's all of a sudden it's that like crunch that it's time's running out.
Yeah, I don't feel like that. I think there's just a lot more inspiring things at this time of the year.
Or maybe it's because it is getting colder.
Yeah.
And it is like sock and sweater season. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think
my dog's crying outside the door.
Is he? Because you've been an hour without him now.
Oh yes, he's dying without me. And I was away for an hour before this, so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the poor thing.
Poor thing. Well, Daisy made her appearance when I was getting set up here. And I filmed a little bit just before we introduced you. And so as soon as she hears me talking, you can hear her come running up the stairs. And she comes and she looks around and she jumps up on my lap. Sometimes she'll sit down. And then, I don't know, it's like she's been here for a couple of minutes. She's like, oh, okay, I guess it's not so exciting. And then she leaves. So, yeah, she's not, waiting outside the doorway for me. She's had her fill of me. Now she's gone to sleep somewhere. Oh. Hey, did you bring any bags to show?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I don't have a lot just sitting here right now because this time of the week they're all gone and I don't keep a lot in stock. It's kind of made to order. And
I love your knit night bags.
Yeah, thank you.
I love those. I have to well, I was gonna say that should go on my Christmas list, but I won't. You'll be busy enough around Christmas time. I'll have to put one in, like an order in January or February.
Sure, whenever you let me know. Yeah, it's pretty busy right now.
Yes.
Really busy. Because you know how the mail is these days, they're a little bit slow, and so it seems people are getting their orders in, for Christmas, I'm guessing, early enough. So last couple of weeks have been pretty busy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Busy is good.
Yep.
And just think of all the knitters that you're going to make so happy when they open up a bag on Christmas Day. Or maybe these are just knitters knitting for the buying for themselves.
Maybe. Or
Either way.
shopping for their husbands for themselves. Here's my gift for this year. You can wrap it up.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Get what you like. Oh, I know. It's I mean, project bags have to be the next best thing to yarn, right?
Well, yeah, I think so. I
What?
want them all.
What kind? Do you have a knit night bag that you use?
Nope.
You haven't made one for yourself yet?
No.
Oh,
I finally, well, there's been a couple of sock bags recently that I've made that I thought, oh, I love this. I'm keeping one for myself. And then I don't end up keeping it. The one with all the birds on it was my favorite.
that was nice fabric.
Just got some new fabric in for, all the dog lovers out there. And it's got, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's got puppy dogs and it says, I'm a good boy. And oh my God, it's hilarious. So it's on the table to get sewn in the next couple of days so I can get it listed, but I think it's going to stay with me, the first one.
You're going to keep, well, can totally keep the prototype, right?
Oh, I can, yeah. Yeah, it's cute.
Exciting.
You have to have a pair of socks put right in it.
So one of the new Croy socks?
Oh, possibly, yeah.
So which color would you cast on first? The gentry gray or
Oh no, the stripy ones.
stripy ones? They are
Just
pretty.
want to see what it looks like knit.
I know. Hold it up again really close. I want to see the colors again. Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Is it getting
It's pretty good.
right in front of the window? So
Yeah. So I like the shades of blue and the red and the orange. Yeah, that's really pretty.
yeah.
So how many sock needles do you have? Like lost that are sitting empty that you could just cast on?
Oh no, I only have 2 sets.
Only
Guess I better finish one of them first.
so you think totally different than I do. I'd be just like,
Well, you know what? I'm spoiled. I do have other sets of sock needles, but I won't use anything other than my chow goos anymore because I'm spoiled.
I know. I hear you. Those are my favorites too.
Yeah, I love the cords. They're just so they're not stiff and yeah.
So here's a question. If you were really, really, really stuck, would you use DPNs?
No, because I have to do 2 at a time because I would get second sock syndrome really bad.
Would you? Okay, so what if you had 2 sets of DPNs?
Well, that just seems weird. When I start my toes with the 2 needles, like on the what is it? Is it Judy's Magic Cast On? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So that's what I use to cast on with. I
That
don't
was
think you can do that with DPNs.
no. It's
So
not.
how would I start them?
Yeah, it's not fun. So that was going to be my exact next question was what cast on you did. And yeah, doing them on DPNs, you can do it, but it is not fun. No, that's exactly. The last time sorry, I jiggled you. Last time I tried casting on with DPNs, I think there was a lot of inappropriate language happening before I went and found my long needle to do magic loop. Yeah. Oh, well, this is exciting. Okay, no, I was going to say, so when are you going to cast on? I want to see these stripes knit up. So the blue socks that are Christmas gifts, are you going to be able to deliver them or do you have to mail them?
Oh, no, I'll just drop them off. She lives out here on the highway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then yes, you can do like a porch drop off,
Absolutely.
socially distanced.
Yes.
Text her I'm here, it's on the porch kind of thing. Perfect. Oh, that's good. So then you don't have to worry about the mail.
Yeah.
And then you can, so there's extra incentive. Not only is it a gift and you want to get it done, but you need the needles so you can start something for yourself.
Yeah. That will make me get them done faster. Good idea.
There you go. Just think about that. Leave that sock yarn out in plain sight as like good motivator to knit fast.
It's coming.
It's coming. Slow but surely. I know. That would
It's turtleneck if you finished it now.
yeah. Oh, that would be tight. Yeah. Keep going. Keep
Oh, yeah,
going.
it looks smaller when you hold it back right up to your neck than when you're holding it out because it looks big on the camera.
I know it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. It looks like it would fit there, doesn't it? But then, yeah, reality is not. Keep knitting, keep knitting. But do you like knitting seed stitch? I've knit my hair into it.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Extra love.
Not so much now that I cut it all off, but we won't talk about that.
I was just going to say, I like your hair.
I don't.
I know.
I do not. Oh, well.
That's all right. That's a different topic. So yeah, so seed stitch, yes or no?
I don't mind. It's like when people ask if you like doing ribbing or not. I
Yeah,
like it all the same.
me too.
I'm not opposed to purling or, I like it all.
Okay, so I have to ask you this now. Have you done Portuguese knitting?
I have not.
Are you open to trying?
Oh, I would try it. I have arthritis. It might be helpful.
It might be. All right.
But I'm of the opinion though, if you don't use it, you lose it. So with
Well,
the movements,
that's true.
I would definitely try it just for the sake of trying it.
Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness. That is like music to my ears, Cheryl.
I know. Sorry, Adrian.
I know. I don't know how I'm ever gonna like you don't mind purling. You're totally open to some of my suggestions. I'm like, I'm so used to getting shot down with like a no.
Well, I might have a line somewhere. I haven't found it yet, but
Okay, we'll see. We'll see where that is for you. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is exciting. So in 2 weeks' time, I know I'm bad. I don't want to make any predictions because every time I start to say, "Oh, well, I'll have this done by such and such a date," I totally jinx myself and I never have it done. But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that I got a good idea. I was thinking that I need certain projects just for the Fibre Friends because otherwise I'm going to be showing the same things on the Fibre Friends and then on my weekly videos too. So I think I need some cast-ons just for Fibre Friend knitting.
well, of course you do.
I do, which means that I should cast on 2 new things tonight.
Go for it.
All right. And you know what I think it should be? I think maybe the yarn that I was going to keep for my Christmas present, my 50s socks, maybe I should cast those on. Should I cast them on now or should we cast them on together?
Well, I am going to try and get these blue socks done. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So then I can cast on the stripe.
So do you want to do a cast on? I think I just messed up my seed stitch. I've done all of this and I have not messed up. And I think, no, I didn't. Yep, pearl, knit. No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm overthinking it. So should we try to say in 2 weeks' time that we'll cast on? You've got 70s and I've got 50s. Should we do that like at the same time?
Sure.
Okay. That would be kind of fun. All right. Guess who? It would not be a video night or anything without having Eric to call. So I just put him on vibrate. And I'll set my phone aside. I'll talk to him in a few minutes. Okay, so sock cast on. Are we going to cast on before we film again, or will we cast on as we're chatting?
I don't know. Okay, so I want to say I'd like to be done those socks in 2 weeks, but I don't know. I might be pushing it.
Okay. Well, okay, we'll play it by ear. We'll do whatever.
Okay.
If you're done, we'll cast on. If you're not, then I'll just have my needles ready.
Yeah.
That would work.
I might be faster to finish the red ones because, they're just shorties.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, maybe we just need to change.
Have about the same amount done. So I only have to do to 8 inches and then some ribbing and then a heel.
Okay, so yeah, focus on the red ones then. But yeah, shorties.
I don't have to have them done for Christmas.
So you need to.
2 weeks? Do we have 6 weeks till Christmas?
I think it's only 5.
5?
I think so.
We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, it's somewhere in there, 5 or 6. I have not put the app on my phone. Normally I have a countdown to Christmas app and I don't have it.
You're slacking.
Yo.
So I might have to divide my time up in the evenings and then I'll have to do a little knitting and a little stitching every night.
I think that sounds perfect. I should be doing a little stitching too. I know. Never enough time to do all the things.
The stitching's the guilty pleasure.
See, I have a Christmas cross stitch that Caroline gave it to me, and it's not Christmas, it's winter, it's a snowman.
Oh, okay.
And I've wanted to work on that. So maybe that's what I should pull out.
Sure.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I should just stick to my knitting. We'll see.
It's always good to mix it up.
Well, it is, isn't it? Knit, pearl, knit. Oh no, I'm okay. I still think I messed up on my, I think I did. Okay. Might have to go fix this. I think I have to pull out a row. No, maybe I can just fix it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fix this. I've got, can you see? I've got 2 knit stitches here in a row on top of one another.
Yeah, you can drop that down and fix it.
I know, I can. I'm gonna do that right.
Is it only that one? Is it the whole row?
That will be, yeah, I think then that
It looked like there were 2 pearls beside it too.
Yes, I think I did, because if I change this to a pearl, then I'll have a pearl beside it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can change all the way across though. Would that be faster? Okay, knit. I think I'm just gonna drop down every stitch and switch it and then knit across.
Yeah, somewhere you've done 2 and something in a row.
Yeah, I think right here is what okay, enough C-stitch while we're chatting.
Put it down. Put it down.
I know. I'm just gonna backtrack. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of this row, and then I'm gonna unknit the row before, and then just get back on track. Yes, because at some point I've knit 2 or purled 2 together side by side. Oh well.
It happens.
It does. It does. This stuff is nice though. The silk and cotton.
It's very soft.
It is really soft. Certainly has a different feel though than like a wool and silk. But it is super soft. It is very soft. It'll make a nice cozy warm cowl for somebody. All right. Well, have we anything else you want to chat about?
I don't think so.
Well, this has been a good it's like our first, it feels like our first episode, even though it's like
It is for me.
It is for you. I know. It's like, so now we'll have to refer to the episodes. It'll be pre-Cheryl and post-Cheryl. I know. And since it's been so long since we've actually done a podcast, it feels almost like we're starting right from scratch again.
You have to do like season 2.
That's right. That's right. Well, and I hope Caroline can join us. I don't know. We'll have to see how she's at in 2 weeks' time. If she's got some free time, and then it can be the 3 of us.
Yay!
Which will be really fun because I know she's got some fun socks on the needles right now.
Yes.
Maybe we could get her some Croy. Do you think she'd want to knit Croy socks with us too?
Who knows?
I know. This is where I have a feeling we're gonna hear no. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm just gonna keep unknitting here and go find a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go love up on my dog for a little while.
Oh,
poor thing.
Poor guy. He's feeling neglected.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess this is where we say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Well,
So
everybody have a good couple of weeks.
That's right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. So happy knitting, everybody. And yeah, we'll be back with updates and Croy socks. I'm excited about that now, Cheryl.
Yeah. And maybe we'll be somewhere other than my bedroom.
We'll be down in your sewing, what do you call it? Your sewing room, your studio?
Yeah, my dining room / studio.
There you go. We'll see where all the magic happens with your bag making.
Sure. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, great. Well, thanks, Cheryl. I'm so happy that you're joining us. This is going to be so fun. Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Happy knitting.